Sometimes in poker, the right move at the right time can make a big difference to your bottom line. Today we break down one of the best moves, the re-steal bluff. If you've played a few real poker tournaments, one of the first things you'll notice is when it folds to players in late position, it's really common for them to raise to try to win the blinds. The deeper you go in the tournament, the bigger the blinds and antes get, so it makes sense to try to go after them when you have position. But there's a way to turn that aggressive play against your opponents. Enter the re-steal. Re-stealing is when you think your opponent is raising with a marginal hand in order to steal the blinds, and you 3-bet as a bluff. It's a really powerful move, especially in the mid to late stages of tournaments. But to do it right, there are 3 really important things you need to remember. Number 1. Only target aggressive opponents who are raising a lot when they're in position, because they're way more likely to be raising with weak hands. Number 2. Re-stealing is a lot easier if you have a solid table image. So if you've been caught bluffing a lot, be more careful with your re-steals. And number 3. Make sure to make your re-raise big enough that your opponent isn't priced into a call. Re-stealing is a bluffing move, so it's really important that your raise is big enough to make your opponent fold his crappy hands. If you want to get technical, you have to make sure that your opponent isn't getting 2-to-1 or better on the call. The easiest way to figure that out is to make sure your raise is bigger than the total of the blinds and your opponent's initial raise. So if the blinds are 1,000 and 2,000 and your opponent raised to 5,000, you must make your raise greater than 8,000 to price him out of the call. If your raise is too small, players will call even with weak hands. Re-stealing can also be especially powerful when you're short-stacked in a tournament. If you have enough chips to price your opponent out of the call, consider 3-betting all in when you suspect your opponent of raising with a weak hand just to steal the blinds.